The Rainbow Gnome. One day, after a heavy shower of rain, Mr. Bobtail Bunny, who had been dozing in his favourite rocking chair, yawned and stretched and said, "Oh, I think I'll go into the garden for a breath of fresh air." "And I'll come with you," said Mrs. Bobtail Bunny, who had just finished laying the table for tea. And the little Bobtails wanted to come too. So all the bunny family hurried out of their snug little burrow and stood in the garden outside the bright yellow front door. "I fancy a nice juicy lettuce for my tea," said Mr. Bobtail Bunny. "So do we," cried the children. "I'm sorry we haven't got any," said Mrs. Bobtail Bunny sadly. "Look at the pretty rainbow over Farmer Brown's meadow," cried young Miss Bobtail Bunny. "I wonder if there's a pot of gold at the end of it," asked young Master Bobtail Bunny. "Let's go and see," cried his sister, and off they ran. "I've never stood right under a rainbow before," said young Master Bobtail Bunny, jumping up and down. "Neither have I," said young Miss Bobtail Bunny. "Look," she went on, "there's a little gnome at the very end of the rainbow." "Let's go and see what he's doing," said her brother. They scampered off, and they didn't stop until they came to the little gnome, who was filling a pot with something that looked like gold. "This isn't ordinary gold," said the little gnome. "It's special magical fairy gold that we rainbow gnomes put at the end of rainbows, and it belongs to whoever finds it." "We found it, so it must belong to us," cried young Miss Bobtail Bunny. "That's right, but before you take it away, you must both make a wish on it, and if it's a good wish, it will come very true the very moment you touch the gold," said the little gnome, vanishing up the brightly coloured rainbow. So young Master Bobtail Bunny and his sister made a wish, and then they carried the pot of gold back to their burrow, and the moment they touched the gold with their paws, it turned into crisp lettuces. "What did you wish for?" said young Master Bobtail Bunny. "Lettuces," said his sister. "And I wish for lettuces too," said young Master Bobtail Bunny happily. "So we'll be able to have a lettuce for our tea after all," said Mrs. Bobtail Bunny in delight.